Hey, what's up, people? Eternal Bond here, also known as Anasabel, Emblem Queen, and Kellio. For this video, I'm going to talk about Mega Evolutions I would like to see for Pokemon Sun and Moon, as well as future Pokemon games. Now, some of these are more specifically aimed at Sun and Moon, but others could definitely be saved for future games. Especially one of them, actually. But who knows? So, let's get straight to the point, shall we? Now these first ones, I'm gonna admit it, they're the most obvious of the obvious. See what I tell ya, Solrock and Lunatone. I know these two have probably been talked about like 100 times, but that's why I'm doing them first to get them out of the way. And this isn't really a top 10 list or anything, this isn't necessarily in the order that I want them. So anyway, yeah, Solrock and Lunatone. They should retain the same typings and abilities. I don't really see why that they should change. But when Solrock Mega evolves, maybe it should have some flaming sun flares coming out of it. I don't know. I think that would look pretty cool. As for Lunatone, maybe it could take on a more full moon looking appearance, because it is based off of the moon. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Now, Solrock is the physical of the two, and Lunatone is a special attacker. Yet, while Solrock gets at least one psychic type move that is physical, which is Zen Headbutt, Lunatone doesn't have any special rock type moves, not even Power Gem. So I think it should get Power Gem. And that's pretty much all I've got for these two. Now for number 2 on this list, I'm going to do another pair, who also appear to be based off of the moon, kinda sorta. Cresselia and Darkrai. Now, I realize that Darkrai's connection to the moon isn't as strong as Cresselia's, but it's there. Because if you remember back in the Generation 4 games, Darkrai was found on New Moon Island, while Cresselia was on Full Moon Island. So there is some sort of connection there. But anyway, I'm not really sure what I would add to these two, except for maybe a good increase in stats to Cresselia, because compared to Darkrai's, they're kinda, I don't know, maybe lackluster is the right term? But anyway, yeah, retain same typings and abilities, etc, etc. Darkrai could become Dark and Ghost, but I kinda think that might make it overpowered, because we all know how the Dark and Ghost typing works, right? Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for these two. Now, next on this list, I've decided on Ninetales. It's personally one of my favorite fire types, and oh my gosh, I would absolutely love to see it Mega evolve into a fire and ghost type. As probably just about everybody knows, it's based off of the Kitsune, which is supposed to be a ghostly fox that has multiple tails. So why Ninetales doesn't already have the ghost type, I'm not sure, but if it Mega evolves, it really should get that ghost type. Really. Please, Game Freak, do this. But anyway, because of that, it should probably have a more ghostly and misty appearance, perhaps. I'm not really sure. And as for its ability, Drought is pretty hard to beat, so I say to stick with that. And for moves, I would give it Shadow Ball or Ominous Wind, or maybe even both, to take advantage of the ghost type. And that's really all I have here. So, moving on. Number 4. My absolute favorite grass type, Bellossom. Isn't it just so super cute? But anyway, it must, absolutely must Mega evolve into Grass and Fairy. My head would explode if it did not Mega evolve into a Grass and Fairy. Because, look at it. It looks like it's based off of a hula dancer, and Alola is based off of Hawaii anyway, so it's perfect. And a hula dancer to me looks like it would fit the fairy type. And also because Bellossom's pre-evolved form Gloom evolves into a grass and poison type, it would also make for a nice contrast there. So really, it's gotta be grass and fairy. Nothing else will fit as well, in my opinion. and retain the chlorophyll ability because, hey, it's awesome when it is able to learn Sunny Day and Solar Beam, because that is a super combo right there. And as for the moves it should gain, I would say Moon Blast would be perfect. And as for anything else, well, I'm not exactly sure. And I'd say that Mega Blossom should take more advantage of that Hula Dancer theme and just, yeah, go all out with it. And that's really all I can say there. Alright, prepare for a bomb on the next one. See what I tell you, it's a bomb. The Eeveelutions. Everybody loves the Eeveelutions, right? My favorites in particular are Flareon, Sylveon, and Leafeon. And really, if you give one Eeveelution a Mega Evolution, you gotta give them all one. It's just a fair thing to do. And I'd say they should all retain their typings and abilities for the most part. Maybe Flareon would probably be better with Flame Body or Drought instead of Flash Fire. And Umbreon and Espeon probably should get something different too, because Synchronize, I don't really see a lot of use for that. Really, just give improvements to the ones that need it, particularly the weaker ones like Flareon. And I think Leafeon's not that strong either. I'm not really sure exactly. I just know Espeon and Sylveon are probably the best ones. But anyway, give improvements to the ones that need it, and really just make these Mega Evolutions look cool. That's all I can really say. Now we're going to go back to Generation 4 for this one. Luxray. This guy was actually my favorite Pokemon for a while, until I decided, you know what, there are a few others I think I theoretically like more. But anyway, Luxray's awesome, and I think if it Mega Evolves, it should be an Electric and Dark type because of how many Dark type moves it learns, and it kind of just overall gives that Dark type vibe sometimes. I'd say its Mega Evolution should have the Strong Jaw ability because of all those biting moves it gets, and for its stats, it should definitely get an increase in speed. Its speed isn't really bad right now, but it could be better to make it more viable in the competitive battling. So, I'm not really sure what I'd make it look like, but I'm pretty sure it would look awesome because I think it'd be really hard to screw up Luxray, seriously. Now, staying in Generation 4, and this one should probably be saved for Sinnoh remakes, but I'm going to list it anyway, just because. Infernape. Now this one I have an interesting idea for that I have not heard anybody else bring up, but you see those yellow plates on its body? I think it could Mega Evolve into a Fire and Steel type with those yellow plates becoming a full suit of armor. So it can get rid of that repetitive fighting type and make it a little more unique. And if it gets the Fire and Steel typing, I would give it a new ability called Tough Armor that normalizes damage from fighting type moves and also increases the power of its own fighting type moves by 50%. So in a sense, it still retains that same attack type bonus that it would have as a Fire and Fighting type. But otherwise, it should probably stay Fire and Fighting and maybe keep its hidden ability of Iron Fist. But if it gets Fire and Steel, I would give it moves like Mirror Shot, Flash Cannon, or Meteor Mash to go along with that Iron Tail that it already has. And that's pretty much what I have on Infernape. So, moving on yet again. Now for this next one, we're going into Generation 5. Zeb Striker. Apparently, this poor zebra is not very popular in Japan, but I don't care. I love it, and I want it to Mega Evolve so bad. I mean, I was so ecstatic when I first saw Blitzel in Coral magazine. I was like, oh my gosh, they actually did the Electric Zebra line I've been wanting so much. I was so excited, and now I want to see this guy Mega Evolve. I think when it Mega Evolves, it should stay electric, but maybe have some larger white bolts on its body and just look overall meaner and more intimidating. Maybe even give it the ability to intimidate. I don't know. It might work. And its move pool really needs improvement too. Although I'm not really sure exactly what I would add to it, except maybe Iron Tail. I think that would work. But somehow it needs improvements to its move pool. And that's really all I can think of for this guy. And now I'm going to do one last Pokemon before I wrap it up. This one, Rapidash. See a bit of a pattern now? As you can see, I have a bias for zebras, horses, ponies, and all other manner of equine animals. I just absolutely love them, and Rapidash is my second favorite Pokemon behind Keldeo for exactly that reason. I mean, a horse and the fire type. It can't really get any better than that for me because fire is also my favorite typing. The only reason I like Keldeo more is just that it's so super cute, I can't resist putting it in first place. But anyway, I've actually drawn a design for a Mega Rapidash as well, and here it is. It is a fire and fairy type with the ability Pixelate. Its moves, the new moves it would get are Extreme Speed, Moonblast, Play Rough, Dazzling Gleam, Aerial Ace, and Weather Ball. I actually based the design a little bit off of Princess Celestia from My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, admittedly, because I kind of think it would fit this theme here that I've got with the fire and fairy typing. And I really think we need a Pegasus Pokemon. Game Freak, please give me a Pegasus Pokemon. Even if it is not Mega Rapidash, can it at least be a legendary or something? I wouldn't care if it's freaking bug type. I just really, really want a Pegasus. And that's all I can say here. I just think this would be a really nice design for a Mega Rapidash, and it is my most wanted Mega of all right now. Oh, and the main reason I'm giving it extreme speed here is because why doesn't it already have extreme speed? Rapidash is said to be able to run 100 miles per hour. Yeah, you heard that right. So why doesn't it have extreme speed? I think it needs to have this move. But anyway, that'll wrap it up, folks. But wait, why didn't I list Keldeo here when I said it was my favorite Pokemon? Well, that's really because I'm already satisfied with its Resolute form, and I don't really think it needs a Mega form right now. So I think it's good as is. So that will wrap it up, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time I make a video. Bye!